I understand how difficult it will be for any young person out there, whatever their background, if the result they have been given today is lower than they were expecting based on the estimate that was put forward. And that is why the availability of appeals is so important. Every young person that's in that position will have the opportunity to appeal, and if there has been a misjudgment made there, the opportunity to have that rectified. And I think that's really important. Today is not the end of the journey. On the issue particularly about young people living in our most deprived areas compared to those in our least deprived areas, the one thing I think it's really important to be clear is we have, and we know we have, an attainment gap in education. Poorer young people don't do as well as more affluent young people, and that is something we are working very, very hard from the early years right through our school system to try to rectify. I think the thing to be very clear about, though, is that this system of moderation that has been required this year is not what is causing that attainment gap. So let me put this another way. If we hadn't had that system of moderation, we'd be standing here today saying, and the Deputy First Minister will have the table in front of him here, without that system of moderation, I would be saying that 85% of young people in our most deprived areas had passed Highers this year, compared to around 65% last year and in previous years. And you, Kieran, would probably be saying to me that 20% increase in a single year is unprecedented and therefore not credible. So that system of moderation has been necessary. What it has resulted in this year, and I'm giving overall statistics, I go back to what I said earlier on about the ability for individuals to appeal. But this year, with that system of moderation, I think 69.9%, so around 70% of young people in our most deprived areas have passed Highers, which is an increase on the around 65% last year. So the performance has improved, with all the caveats about comparisons because there was no exams this year. So this is really difficult. But overall, that moderation, I think, is necessary to make sure we have a credible, and that's important for young people, system of results. But to end my contribution where I started, for every individual young person, that ability to appeal and test that is really, really important.